court. Extra pass. And it goes for the win! For the win! Good! They did it! Now it's Page off balance. Puts it up. Gives it to Jenkins for the championship.
Michigan Software Labs. You're probably thinking, who are these two handsome devils? Well, you know who it is. It is the Pool Boys, and we are here for your first ever March Madness recap video. That is right. We are pumped. We are excited because March Madness is officially here, and you are a part of it this year, and we can't wait to get started. So let's jump in with a little bit of a tournament update to see what's been happening. So the tournament got started with the 13th seeded Furman Paladins getting the first upset of the tournament as they took down the 4th seeded Virginia Cavaliers. Wild finish. The Virginia guy just chucked the ball up. Furman intercepted it, kicked it for a three-pointer to cap off the upset. It was spectacular. I think it was just the second game. Amazing start.
That was wild, but the real show was stolen by Fairleigh Dickinson becoming the second ever 16 seed to knock off a 1 seed. It had everybody in the world Googling, where is Fairleigh Dickinson? It's actually in New Jersey, but what a wild finish. They knock off Purdue to send the first number 1 seed pack into this tournament.
They didn't even get a win. Purdue, see ya. All right, and now for the 3rd year in a row, that's right, the 3rd year in a row, a 15 seed has made the Sweet 16, with this year's rendition being the Princeton Tigers. So welcome those Tigers to the Sweet 16. It's amazing. 15 seed, 3rd year in a row.
Yikes. And then Michigan State just finds a way to do it. Tom Izzo, a legend in the tournament, he tells his troops, you win the first game, I'll win the next game. And he did it. They knocked off Marquette to make it to the Sweet 16. Go Izzo, go.
They just always make it there. Izzo. It's that Izzo
do.
magic. All right, that's right. It is now time to give out our first badge, Michigan Software Labs. Are you ready? Are you excited? Little drum roll, please. Because it is our scoreboard badge because Boesty, okay, right, it's B. Westy, but Boesty and I are best friends. So Brooke Westdorp, you get the initial scoreboard badge. You get to point to that score because you are currently in first place with 46 points. That is amazing for the first week in the tournament, so well done. You have your champion still alive because you got UConn, and you still have 2 of your Final Four teams. So, 2 better than nothing. You got half of them. So great job. B. Westy rocking that top spot with our scoreboard badge. Congratulations.
And I gotta imagine UConn not a very often selected champion. So that's a unique champion. I like it. That tends to do well in these pools if it happens. Westy, your best friend, is going to make it all the way to the end. Sorry, I had to go there. Let's take a look at the real leaderboard.
Spectacular. This is just amazing material,
Comedic
guys.
Genius. Let's take a look at the leaderboard here. We've got B. Westy at the top, but right on her trail, we've got Kai Nguyen and Andrea and Jesse tied at 3rd place there. Kai's in 2nd, Andrea and Jesse coming in at 3rd place. It's still anybody's ball game here. We've got Johnny Rocket, one of my favorite old-fashioned diner types. Johnny Rocket's in 5th place with Scott and Joe Moran as well. Grant Buell and RB sitting there tied for 8th place. So it's got some people knotted up at the top. It's still anybody's contest, as we said. The real points, they double each round. So the real points start coming in at the Final Four and the championship round. So hang in there, everybody.
Hang in there. All right, so now we got our little bit update of the tournament. So now we got to see who got the biggest upset. So we combed through all your brackets. There were some big ones. Fairleigh Dickinson, a 16 over a 1 Purdue. There was Princeton over Arizona, a 15 over a 2. There was a 13 over a 4. Yeah, none of you picked those. All right, you guys are being a little conservative. We get it. Sometimes you got to be safe with your picks. So the biggest upset in the Michigan Software Labs bracket was number 11 Pitt over 6 Iowa State. So again, a good upset. Pitt was in the play-in game, so you thought, they're going to be riding high after that win. So you got to give it up to Chris Carr, Court Weezy _ Keep in mind the underscore comes after the name. That's Courtney Williams, just in case you weren't sure. Kai Nguyen and Mark, who is Mark Johnson. So congratulations.
Just Mark.
You all just Mark. It's like share, just Mark. So you got Pitt over Iowa State for your biggest upset. Jordan Shrug.
So it seemed like a pretty conservative pool, at least in the first round. However, we did have a head-scratching pick here. Chris Carr took USC to go all the way to the Final Four. So that's only a 10 over a 7 upset for the first round. But to carry them all the way to the Final Four would be quite an upset and quite a tournament. So, Chris, we're kind of scratching our head on that one. Not sure what you were thinking with USC going to the Final Four.
So instead of the shrug, it's more of a. And then you got to make that sound. Clearly, that's. That was Home Improvement. A little Tim Allen.
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
I love Tim the Toolman Taylor. Anyway, we digress. Okay, so now we got to go to some unfortunate news because unfortunately, some of you lost your champion before even the Sweet 16. So that brings up our Say It Ain't So badge. We all remember Adam Morrison, Gonzaga, great, one of the best of all time in college basketball. Couldn't get it done. He's crying there on the court. So for you guys, you're crying because your champion is gone before the Sweet 16. So let's go through some of these teams you guys picked. Arizona, only one of you picked them to win it, and that was MJ. Now, ironically, MJ is not this person's name. It's Amanda Clouser. But fortunate for you, Arizona, go. All right, so then we had someone pick Purdue. This was Sarah. That's right, there were 3 H's for Sarah. So that's Sarah Hendrickson. So I see 2 of the H's. Maybe your third H is a middle. Anyway, you got 3 H's. Sarah.
I like the Sarah.
Sarah. So, okay, and then so Purdue, gone. 16 seed beat him. Then you had some people picking Kansas. You know, they're the defending champions. You figured this is a safe bet. You know, they're going to run it back. They're a 1 seed. Going with the Jayhawks. So Joe Kreiser, Court Wheezy _ Courtney Williams, Mark Johnson, and RB Ryan Brink. Unfortunately, the Jayhawks, you're done. They lost to Arkansas in the second round. And then finally, much to these guys' happiness, the Duke Blue Devils did not advance farther the second round. So again, Wake Forest right there. Go Demon Deeks. So unfortunately, Duke, the Blue Devils did not help out one Isaac. I'm going to murder your last name. Grotenheist. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going for. So unfortunately, Say It Ain't So. Your champions are gone before the Sweet 16.
I would have gone with a Grotenhuis.
Ooh.
Maybe. I think it's like a hui.
Hui? I like it.
Yeah.
Grotenhuis. We're going to change it from Grotenheist. Grotenhuis.
I feel like there should be an umlaut or maybe an accent aigu.
So
the French.
Sarah and
Grotenhuis.
and Court Wheezy _
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Anyway, we have another badge to hand out. Let's just move along here. We've got 2 people tied for this badge, and this is a highly coveted badge.
It is.
This is the Caboosin badge. Unfortunately, these 2 folks are sitting in the bottom of the pool currently. We'll get more on that later on one Ryan Vreek, Golden Kairos in particular. We're going to hold off on him at first. But Mark Johnson, unfortunately, you're in the caboose and only have one of your Final Four teams remaining. So not looking great for you.
It's all right.
Because that Final Four team is Michigan State, and that's the 7th seed, probably not a ton of other people taking them. You got an opportunity to at least earn enough points to get out of the caboose, and that's what we're going to root for you. Go Sparty. But maybe something else is in store for Ryan. I don't know.
There is, because we're going to give out a new badge. This is new this year, guys. So I know this is your first year with us, but this is a new badge. We just came up with it because we're just so excited. And so this is our lurking badge. And so what that means is we're looking at people who, you know, maybe towards the bottom of the standings, but you then look at the next column over and it says points remaining, which means, yeah, they might have struggled in the first couple rounds, but they still got those teams they picked correctly going far. So that means they have a lot of points remaining. So we talked about one Golden Kairos who's tied for last right now. But Ryan Vreek, you still got 3 Final Four teams left, which is great. And you still have 140 points remaining, which is a lot. So Ryan's just kind of, you know, peeking through the blind saying, I'm just waiting for my time. I will pop out at any moment and say, surprise, I'm here in the top 10. You also got to get up to Cal, one Kate Lehman, because currently she's in 21st place. But guess what? She also has 3 Final Four teams remaining and also has 140 points remaining. So, you know, you may be counting these people out. You may be thinking, Kate, Cal, nothing, not worrying about you. But you just can't wait to spring back at them because you're lurking in the shadows behind those curtains, just ready to make your move. So watch out for these 2.
Kate knows what's going on. Kate's actually a Pool Boys pool veteran. So
she's an alum.
Look out.
Yes, watch out for Kate. She knows what's up. So Michigan Software Labs, we are so pumped the tournament was here. We are pumped that you are on this ride with us, or we are on this journey with you. We couldn't be more excited. It's been a great first weekend. We can't wait to see the madness and chaos that ensues the rest of the tournament. So until next time, the Pool Boys,